Hello guys and girls, Voices from the Dark here. Welcome to the Dark Corner, episode 49. Hello guys and girls, Voices from the Dark here, and welcome back. Actually, you should be the one welcoming me back. To be honest, this feels kinda weird. I haven't spoken to a microphone in 2 weeks. I just got back from Turkey yesterday, I just got home today. It's been a lot of mess with the internet and a lot of other stuff, so I didn't think I was gonna do a TDC today, but I started going through the 154 comments that were left on my videos while I was gone, and I've also received I received 3 packages, but this t-shirt was one of them, and it's not fan-made. It's just awesome. And I gotten 2 fan packages that I was just so eager to open. I also have some fan art that I haven't really shown since I don't think I made a TDC for like a month now, and I feel kind of bad about it, so just gonna update you on the entire, or the general situation, and then we're gonna look at some epic stuff. First of all, the normal series are going to continue. Kijor every once in a while, we're gonna play The Last of Us, maybe some Oblivion, Dark Souls. I think that's like the main series I got going. I can't actually remember. So nothing really new on the whole series front, but since it is vacation, I'm actually going to be away a lot. I'll especially be away in weekends and stuff when I'll be at my summer place. So I'm sorry to be away as much as I'm going to be, but I'm hoping to take full advantage of the vacation and get as much recorded as I can. I had fun in Turkey. You might have seen in the clip that I had a bit of facial hair. If you follow me on Twitter at VoicesFTD, you could see the entire process from the day 1 to day 13. It was just a little experiment, and I must say I kinda liked having some facial hair. There's a picture gonna be on the screen of how it ended up looking, or at least like have parts of it. I'm not sure yet. But some people said I looked like a young Martha, and it kinda discouraged me. But boring stuff aside, I have gotten 2 packages. The first package I got was from Finland, the second one was from Sweden. I'm feeling the Scandinavian love tonight. It's actually tonight, it's 10:30, and it's not usually a good time to record TDC because TDC takes a few hours to edit. So the first package is from Finland, and sadly I've already opened the package because I received the package thinking it was the t-shirt, which it wasn't. So the whole kind of first impression is kind of ruined, but it's still really awesome what I got. And it is from Enskele from on YouTube, who is from Finland. I don't know if I pronounced the username correctly. It's Finland. They have they have an awesome language. They do. I'm kind of jealous actually. Stands out from the other Scandinavian languages. And it's from a girl named Evelyn. And well, I might as well show it. Why am I hiding it? And it says, "Hey Dark, I just wanted to write you a quick note saying that you are awesome. Thank you. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Stay dark. Eve, Enskele from YouTube." And with this letter came this. It's a little frame thingy that says Voices from the Dark and has epic eyes up in the front. That is gonna be awesome, and I'm definitely gonna get this on my wall somehow. We'll place it right there. And as I had taken away that, I saw what was left. And it says bowl wooden, because apparently she found a bowl wooden in her house and she thought it would be fun to send it to me. And well, I was kind of surprised when I opened it. I did have a few lols and a few raffles. So Enskele, I really want to thank you for sending that. That was awesome, and it really made my day. The second package is from Sweden, and it's actually something I've been expecting for a while, so I know the contents, but I don't yet know the epicness of the contents. It's from a user named LumniRaptor, and over the last few months she has been working on something VFTD and Kijor related. So here goes. It's the moment of truth everybody has been waiting for. And inside the package we find another package. And it says, "For Mr. Carl W. Holm from your fan from Sweden." I've really been noticing like the Scandinavian Darklings on Twitter lately. I want to thank everybody who's been with me on Twitter. I tweeted a lot while I was in Turkey. Whenever I could get Wi-Fi at like a restaurant or something, I would tweet and send pictures and whatnot. So I want to thank everybody who interacted and made my stay feel more homey. I almost don't want to ruin this. It looks so awesome. but I want to get to what's inside. I know Martha's used that line before. And inside the package, ladies and gentlemen, is the Kijor hat. Wait, something fell out. Wash by hand only, please. It may release color. It may. Here we got a note inside the hat, but first of all, I gotta know if it's a note on the inside saying this Kijor themed hat belongs to Carl W. Holm. Look at the detail. Now, I don't know if it's gonna fit me well. That's kind of the issue. She was asking for like my head measurement, but I never got around to replying to that email in time, which is entirely my own fault. Kijor! Oh my god, this is the most awesome thing I've ever worn on my head, and I've worn a lot of things on my head. And she wrote me an amazing letter, and on the back it says, warning, this is a long letter. Damn. Alright, we're gonna go through this, everybody. I always feel weird reading these, because it's a lot of times they kinda... It's hard reading something that says a lot of positive things about you without sounding like a douche. But I feel like it's polite to read it when they spend all the time writing it. So here we go. It was written on the 29th of June, 2013. Dear Carl/VFTD, I hope your package arrived safe and sound and that you have arrived safe and sound from your trip to Turkey. I have! My family and I are doing fine in our process of moving from Sweden to France. But I found just enough time to finish up your hat and send it by post before our big move. By the time you read this, we've probably gone for a yearly checkup with our doctors in Brazil if you've come home from your summer trip. Smiley face. This is just the first hat I have sewn, so the stitches and the overall edges are crummy, but it should hold together. This looks awesome. Seriously. I mean, it's Kijor. It's our kitty cat friend, and he's a hat. And I'm gonna wear him all day. He's gonna be my snuggle cat. I don't think I should wear him at night though, I'll probably ruin him. How should I, like, have him equipped? We'll do it like that for now. I'm the luckiest guy in the world. I tried to replicate our dear Kijor's face as best as I could. It came out a bit crooked though. I think it looks perfect, with the resources I had. I hope it can encourage you to create a great continuation and eventually an epic ending to the tale of Kijor, the Khajiit thief. Yes, if you want to see more of the Kijor tale, things like these are just like the best you can do. Asking for more episodes is one thing, but making something like this is like a whole nother universe. But take as much time as you need, smiley face. Remember that you have our blessings and hopes of success for your YouTube channel and your life in general. Well, Japanese are known for their long letters, and even though only half of my family is Japanese, I still write them. Epic. Now, gotta go catch up on watching Game of Thrones. So much randomness in this letter. Confused face. Have a great time and stay dark. Lumni. And her little sister. And over here is apparently a free Totoro. Well, Lumni, I want to thank you for writing that. I want to thank you for making this. I feel like we've achieved something right here. We've breaking boundaries. I mean, it's hard to explain how good it feels. And the only way I can repay you is by making more videos. So sadly I won't be able to until maybe come Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't know how long I'm gonna be at my summer place, but I'll try to make it up for you by working on some videos, especially Kijor, because I know a lot of people like the kitty cat. The kitty cat. The kitty cat man. If my sister walks in right now, she's gonna think I'm a lunatic. But I freaking love this hat. Packages aside, I've also received a lot of epic stuff in the form of pictures, which have been sent to VFTDfanstuff@hotmail.com. If you want to make something, make sure it's VFTD related, because I can't just be showing random pictures all day, and send it to that address. I gotta start using this during Let's Plays. Alright, first off, I just want to say, whenever you send me fan art at VFTDfanstuff@hotmail.com, please include your YouTube name. There's probably like a 50% ratio of people who don't include the name, so I have to ask back or just simply say their Hotmail name. So that's just, yeah. And I really appreciate it when you spend time working on pictures, because I can really see what pictures just took hours and hours to make, and the fact that somebody is making that for some random Norwegian derp is beyond amazing. I'm probably dragging this TDC on pretty long, but it's been a few months. I got a lot to say. I got a lot on my chest. That was my nipple. First up is a Minecraft skin made by Brains, and it is of Alice. So if you want to be Alice from the Kijor series playing in Minecraft, you can download the skin, which I'm going to leave a link to in the description. If you don't know how to apply your own Minecraft skin, just search for a tutorial. There's plenty of them. Next up is a meme made by Tate Jones 50, and it is "I'll roll over for a Kijor episode." I don't know if it's his dog, but any dog doing that is worthy of watching a Kijor episode, although I don't really know why they would watch Kijor, considering Kijor's a Khajiit and Khajiits are kinda cats. I guess his epicness just cancels it out. Next up is a teaser picture made by Connor Mystic Guitar, and is a teaser for a mod he's working on called Battle Against Dobin. And it's coming this winter, 2013/2014, and it's going to be a mod with mods that will it's going to be a mod with quests that would allow you to play the Kijor storyline. So instead of going through all the work and making like machinima segments and stuff, he's gonna try and implement it into actual in-game quests and characters. So I'm very excited to see how that mod works out. I'm gonna have my hat like this because it looks like I got ears. Next up is a picture of the Danish Darkling, and he is attacking Dobin in real life. So he saw Dobin, and I guess he thought, let's go at him with an axe, and that's exactly what you should do. Good work. Next up is a picture made by Lordy Morgul, and it is DDTS, Don't Drop the Soap. A reference to a Game Dev Tycoon episode I made, or a game I made that was kind of inappropriate. Next up is a picture made by Mr. Windowman123, and it is Ember, with her flame and her axe. Nothing can beat her. We're actually progressing pretty good in the Dark Souls Let's Play. If you haven't given it a chance, I really recommend you should. It's my lowest viewed series, but I don't think it deserves it, because it's actually quite exciting when you fight bosses and you're like 1 inch from death. You dodge away, throw a fireball, then jump with your lightning axe and BAM! Then you die 100 times, then you try again. Next up is a picture made by Martin S. And it is Ember, Pyromancer level 1, but still royally kicks your butt while sipping on to Estus. If you didn't know, the Dark Souls Charcoal Challenge basically revolves around me playing a Pyromancer and staying at level 1, not allowing myself to level, hence meaning I'm pretty pathetic, which is part of the challenge. Thank you for the awesome picture. Next up is a picture made by my good friend Toxic Ricky, and it is a picture to me, and it says, "You're awesome, epic, cute, skilled, and everything else, so here, have a dragon of yourself." And she made me a freaking dragon. Do you have a dragon? I thought so. And apparently Kijor is jelly, and I guess he's allowed to be. I mean, it's a freaking dragon. Next up is an adorable picture by BCGamer1147, and it's "Death to Dobin." And it's Kijor laying next to Phantom Fish in real life. Oh, that's so adorable. Next up is actually a pretty old picture made by Blue Foxies of Kijor and Nora, but I never saw it because it was on DeviantArt, or maybe I forgot to download it. I can't remember, but it says, "Nora loves Kijor, good kitty friend." She actually talks now. I think it's one of her own characters. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be Taz or if it's gonna be like one of her own Khajiits and says, "Aw, she miss you, Kijor." That was a pretty gosh darn adorable picture. But you made another one, didn't you? This is Kijor and little derp Nora. Nora, are you alright? And Nora's just like, derp. She didn't even want to attack enemies. Thank you for the picture. Next up is something we haven't had in a while. It's a Minecraft creation made by the Dark Abyss. And it is Kijor in Minecraft using shrouded armor. Kijor is written down there with blocks, and he's just standing there like a total boss, like nothing can get between him. While we're on the topic of Kijor, episode 19, it is 19 I'm on, right? It's going to be a very difficult episode to make, because when I was writing it, I was in the moods. I was in a very cinematic mood, and I was like, he's gonna just come on the horse, swing the sword, he's gonna dodge away, there's gonna be like huge battles. And actually making that happen on screen is gonna be very difficult, but I'm certainly gonna do my best. And I actually do have a feeling it can be the best episode yet, but it's gonna require a lot of work. So look out for that. And as if getting a Kijor hat wasn't enough, ZST Sniping made this in school. It is a Kijor puppet. Here we can see the front, here we can see the back. So now finally Kijor can join the puppet shows to destroy the evil plush wooden wheel cart. So that was awesome. Next up is a picture made by the cat's friend Snecko. Doan will die lightning fast with the Darkling help. Of course he will. I mean, how can he stand against 280 something Darklings? If you remember me showing the Darklings in episode 17, you might ask, well, are they really 300? No, it was about 80 of them I showed on screen, because I found out that if I spawn in more than 80 of them at a time, the game will crash. So I had to make a choice. So I basically showed the first 80 Darklings from like the letter A to G. So I'm gonna go alphabetically. So if your character is named something with a W or something like that, you'll pretty much have to wait. But I'll do my best to try and get most of the Darklings in the frame. But I can't promise anything, but I'll do my best. Next up is a picture I received from somebody on Hotmail who was just named Pooping Camel. They hadn't added their YouTube name, so I couldn't know what else they were called. And it is, studies have been made, and it's said that Dark Nightmare for the win and Pork Chopping for the win are not related. Because there's been some discussions in the comments about those two users, and that's apparently Pork Chopping for the win. It says that it's pork, and up in the corner is like his abbreviated username. I can't like remember it just from the abbreviation itself, but thank you for making it. Next up is a picture made by Blue Foxes, and it's apparently Marthar who has made Phantom Fish a giant, and is Phantom Fish, watch where you step. Marthar, fix it now. I can fix it. And Phantom Fish is like, sorry, Kijor. But in his mind, he's like, lol. Because Phantom Fish is the biggest troll of the company. Next up is a picture made by BCGamer1147, and it is him giving the Dark Link. We're gonna need support if you want to crush the cart. Next up is a picture made by Dragonborn77, and it is my name written in Daedric letter. Voices from the Dark. Apparently, I am an epic YouTuber. Dark leader, Norwegian, and I'm a person. Or maybe it's supposed to be a Norwegian person. Thanks a lot for making the picture. He also reached 60 subscribers pretty recently, I think, and he made like a tribute video, and that was pretty awesome. I added to my favorites list if you want to watch the tribute video he made. Next up is a picture made by Anthi Tegenbosch, and although it has a typo, it gets the signal around pretty clearly. Rest in peace, Elvis. If you didn't know, although you probably understood it by now, I had a guinea pig. He was named Elvis. He used to have a cage over in that corner. And sadly, he passed away a few weeks ago. And he was awesome, and his favorite activities were squeaking during my videos, which was kind of adorable. Next up is another picture by BCGamer1147. And it is Sector from Mortal Kombat giving the Dark Link. Next up is a screenshot taken by Soractia, and it is a Skyrim bandit that looks like a Lionor. I've also noticed this. Several characters in Skyrim really look like the characters I made. But then again, the character creation is limited. But boy, I'm looking forward to the Elder Scrolls Online. If you didn't know, although you could probably guess, I'm gonna be a Khajiit. Which means I'm gonna be in the Aldmeri Dominion, so if you're in another alliance, prepare to get crushed. But more information on who my character is going to be is going to come later on. The Elder Scrolls Online doesn't come out until 2014 anyways. Next up is a picture made by Avenged Sevenfold Dude 100, and it's Solid Kijor. Here we see Kijor and we see Solid Snake. Snake heard legends of Kijor and dedicated his life to badass stealth. So as we can see, the main reason Solid Snake is awesome is because Kijor is awesome. Next up is a picture made by Save Poison 122, and it is Coca-Cola now supports Kijor. And I mean, when you got Coca-Cola on your team, how can you lose? Next up is something made by Dragonborn77 again, and it is SBS. That stands for Sword, Bow, Shield. If you didn't watch my Game Dev Tycoon Let's Play, my first big game was called Sword, Bow, Shield, and my final game was SBS Online. So Sword, Bow, Shield was kind of the red thread that went into the that went through the entire series, and he made the opening menu for that. And game developed and owned by Mindblow Games. We did have fun. We did have fun. Next awesome picture up is made by Griffin on Fire, and it says VFTD, and the D is dark. And here we can actually see a lot of the characters from the series I have. Starting from the right, I can see Boone, Kijor, Marthar, Dark, I think, Dragonborn, Ember, Do It, Slenderman. You can even see some charcoal. Bold Wooden, Mindblow Games. An amazing compilation picture. I really love it. Next picture up is made by Dragonborn77 again. And it is a t-shirt. It's apparently something they did at school, and they were supposed to kind of write things that marked their life. And on it you can see VFTD. You can also see PewDiePie. I can't go that high. I'm sorry. Next up is a picture made by Cody Sterkis. And it's a stickman. Given the dark link, says VFTD Kijor Morthartas. I have a special fondness for stickmen. I remember some of my first videos, which was probably back in 2006 or 2007, was made in like Pivot. It was called, I don't know if that's how you say it, but it was like a program where you could make animations with stickmen, and I used to do that a lot. Next up is a picture made by the Slopix, and it is VFTD, and apparently I'm going across the sky. I'm pretty far up. I don't know how I could do that, but he also made another picture. And it is Voices from the Dark. So that was a nice little icon. Next up are two pictures made by Ben La Piana. And the first one is Kijor, time to something I can't seem to read. I'm sorry, my vision is horrible. And the next one is Kijor fighting somebody and something happens. And I'm just very bad at interpreting stuff. But I hope Kijor was successful. Next picture up is made by the Sandwich Status, and it is VFTD written in Minecraft, and the screen is filled with baby Kijors everywhere. That is awesome. I've also been getting some comments lately on whether or not I was going to do another Minecraft series, and if I ever do one, it's probably going to be co-op with somebody. We'll just have to see when the time comes. I'm really honored when people ask me if I want to play with them or make videos with them, but the fact is, I'm not a very social person. I don't always enjoy playing with other people. It makes me feel uncomfortable, so unless you're close friends, I don't really enjoy it. So that's the truth of it. It's also one of the reasons there hasn't been a lot of Darkling game nights. I feel kind of pressured, which I'm just hoping is gonna pass over time. Next picture up is made by Skipter, and it actually inspired me to have like the new like VFTD icon that I have on most of my social media. It is Carl, Ember, and Kijor, and I say I'm the boss. And that picture, I just had to freaking use that. Look at my ears. All I need now is a tail, and it says I'm the boss, and Ember's like, because Ember's a mute, she's never really said anything because I can't make girl voices. And Kijor's like, meow. Once again, seeing different characters like that stand together is just... That's the best expression I can give right now. Final picture is from Mortem Nocte. And it is taken from one of my tweets that I have been having some weird dreams lately. And I've been dreaming about knife fights with Khal Drogo, flying cows, pizza, and girls in showers. I'll not go into detail, but it was quite weird. I can actually hear the birds from outside. Can you hear that? I'm gonna close the window. I hope it hasn't been like noisy. I always close my windows before recording. How could I forget? Stay dark, Dark and his Darklings. The one and only Voices from the Dark's dreams. Well, I think I've rambled on enough. Thank you so much for sending me all the pictures you have this week. Thank you so much to Eve and Lumni for sending me the fan art. And thanks to everybody who's been on Twitter and helping me get through the Turkey trip. I'm sorry I have to leave already tomorrow, but I'll be back sometime early next week. I'll try to get back as early as I can. We can make some more videos, we can make some more epic happen, so until then, have a still good day, take care and stay awesome. Now I gotta get this edited. But most importantly, everybody, stay dark. Goodbye.